Low cost, high impact. Can we make a sci-fi set for under 20 bucks? You betcha. Let's go. Hey, how's it going? Anthony Ferro here at Create Sci-Fi. Well, today I'm making yet another sci-fi set. There's one on the channel I made a year, maybe 2 years ago, where I made a set with stuff from the dollar store. And I say a lot on this channel, you know, if something works, I stick with it. I'm not one who wants to reinvent the wheel, but I now have a better solution. Home Depot. This is an inexpensive set. I'm gonna make this for under $20 just to demonstrate it. And this material, I forget the technical name for it, but basically what it is, these sheets go in the rafters in your roof between the drywall and the insulation, creating like an air gap. And it's just fantastic stuff. My short film that I just did, Wakener, we shot it at JLFX Studios in Burbank. And Jim Logan's a great prop maker, filmmaker, set maker. And he built a whole set out of this, and I'll show you briefly here. This is the set that we did Wakener on. And then now I've just really become a fan of this material. And if you notice, I had a leftover piece from the film, and it's right there. It's been there in my shop for a couple months, just because that was like a blank dead wall. And so, you know, I really do use this. So what I want to do here is demonstrate for you. I'm just going to take a couple pieces of this, and I think I'm going to do something different. I think I'm going to do this in real time. You know, usually I do like time lapses over a couple days in VO. Let me see if I can do this like real time, like one day build style. And so all I do is I take this. It's a pain to get the stickers off, so we'll probably just put a little spray paint on those. Little silver dry brush. And I made a point to buy this at the craft store for like $1.29. I'll show you here. I went to Home Depot, I bought these, very inexpensive. I think I picked up like 4, and then I picked up 4 of these smaller ones. I'm gonna put it on the wall. It'll be a small section, but obviously very straightforward, and you'll be able to sort of rinse and repeat. But it's just great stuff. Inexpensive, light, you know, like when I worked on the film, I had to do extensions of the walls. I think I bought like 20 pieces of this by myself, carried it, put it in the car, knocked it out. And I remember on set, I had a PA with some silver paint. And if we were doing a shot and we were like, oh, we just want to go further this way, but there's no set, I would send the PA out there, and 10 minutes, boom, boom, boom. You would do it, you'd run back in with a piece and we'd stick it up there, right? So, like I said, let's do this a little different. Let's go ahead and do this in real time. All right, so here's a piece of this. Like I said, very manageable. Just got this dollar spray paint. You can use any kind of paint. Boom, that's gone. Trust me, that's a pro tip, because I spent probably an hour trying to get one sticker off, and then it was like, just hit it with the spray. Okay, so now I have, this is just $1.29. I have a little chip brush here, right? I mean, you can get these for like 69 cents. Just gonna use a tiny amount of this. Just some paper towels from the kitchen. And this is just a dry brush. And just kiss it. Kiss, 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 kiss. Oh, right there. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. No rhyme or reason. Oh, right there is worse. Okay, sure. Just kiss, 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 kiss. Again, dry brush. That $1.29 of paint probably lasts me a few months. You want to get the edge. What I do is I just get the edges, right? So you get that steel look. And then I'll just, you know, wherever it strikes me, one of them, maybe I'll go a little extra. And that's it. If you overthink it, it won't be so great. If you underthink it, it's perfect. And You really can't mess it up anyway, right? So let's take a look at that. All right, so you see now how the light hits that. Okay, so I'll do like 4 more, and then we'll go ahead and get these on the wall, right? That was quick. Okay, so now we have our wall. Now, last night I painted this black. You can use black spray paint. You can use, I used acrylic craft paint. It goes quick. I don't know, it dried in probably a couple hours, but I just did it overnight. And because it's black, you don't use a lot of it. So I forgot to include that, but probably just like a little, like the big jug of acrylic. I've seen them like a Hobby Lobby for like $4. And then paint your wall, right? So the base needs to be black, right? That's important. So now, I'm just gonna use a staple gun. You can use screwdriver. You can use 2-sided tape. Got my scissors. That's really the only tools I need. And like I said, I'm just doing this wall here. So I'm just using like a piece of one of those long panels. Okay, and like I said, this is a demo, right? So for yours, you probably want to use the whole sheet, maybe 2 wide, 4 wide. But for my demo, I'm just doing that door, and to do it the way that I want to do it, I just need to cut them 1, 2.5. So let's just cut it. And then again, special tools, yeah, scissors. Go into that drawer where the scissors are. Cut, 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 cut. Boom shanka. Got my panel. All right, so let's go put this all back together. And then I got these smaller ones that'll kind of like frame it just to give it a little more interest. You could just go all straight across. Some of the sets are that, but I wanted to try this. So let's just go ahead and get to it. Now, unusual for me, I don't have much to say, but it's pretty straightforward, right? Now we're gonna put our middle pieces. We're like 50% there. Now I'll continue the bottom off camera, and then we'll come back and look at the next step. I mean, there's our wall. And again, this is just in, video lighting. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and just persuade any of the staples that didn't go all the way in, and just where there's a staple, I'm just gonna hit with the flat black. All right, just a little dab. Again, this is background. We don't need to overthink it. And then now sort of last looks, right? So I have my dry brush. I'll just grab some paint. All right, a little silver. Still like 95% of that left. What I like to do is just look quick and see what catches my eye. And that's a little too hot. Knock it down, like that. A little zip, a little zang. And then the trick is, same thing when you're weathering props, is when to stop. I could sit here all day and go. But it's the background. After you're done your day working on it, You're gonna move on to the film, you're gonna be lighting scenes, you're gonna forget about it, and it just lives and it exists and it's fine. But you can see how cool that would be if this was spread out, but this is just like a demo. All right, so I'm gonna go grab a light and then I'll give you an idea of how this really kicks when there's light. All right, so let me just grab colored light. Yeah, and there it is. One half day, couple hour build. I just grabbed something off my costume rack just so it wasn't just me and my black t-shirt, to give you an idea, right? So you see over there how it's like kicking off. And then now, you know, I have this makeshift costume on. If I was in the scene, right? Very simple. And you can see pieces of the old one I did over here. So, you know, I hope you found that useful. It's low cost, high impact. Everything I talk about, silhouettes, kicking light, right? It's very simple. And then here, I'm gonna show you in Awakener, a couple finished final scenes from the film that should be out in a couple months of what these look like, and I'll point them out.
Are we not gonna address any of this?
I've seen worse.
So big shout out to Mr. Logan over at JLFX Studios. Check him out. I'll put a link below. I saw this and I was like, oh, and my brain went crazy. And you know, I've said a few times on this channel, like, I'm the kind of person, if something works, I stick with it. So I would make those tray sets, and you'll even see in Awakener here, here's a tray set, right? So I kind of incorporated that. But this I like better, and it's bigger, lighter, cheaper than the dollar store actually. So yeah, so hopefully you found that helpful. I tried to do this one as much in real time just to make it very accessible. So as always, I hope you found it useful, said that. Leave a comment, love to read the comments. Check out the merch shop. We got the hats, not this hat, but we got the Create Sci-Fi merch. Buying that really helps the channel. And subscribe, because that really, really helps. But it's all good. And remember, I'm just here to help make sci-fi.